Hello and welcome to Reviews with Ryan, and today I'm going to be talking about the brand new drama musical film West Side Story. This is directed by Steven Spielberg. He's directed many films that we all love and know of today. I want to thank you guys for clicking on this review. If you like all kinds of movie content, consider subscribing to the channel, give the video a like, and comment if you're interested in seeing this drama musical. Now let's dive into my review. Adaptation of the 1957 musical West Side Story explores forbidden love and the rivalry of two teenage street gangs, the Jets and the Sharks. They are both of different ethnic backgrounds. The film stars Ansel Elgort, Rachel Zegler, David Alvarez, and Ariana DeBose, among many other actors and actresses. Going into West Side Story, I had never seen the 1957 musical, and I really have not seen any type of musical with West Side Story. This is my first introduction into the musical, and I have to say, the way that this film is shot is absolutely beautiful. The sets in this are absolutely remarkable. They look very nice. The way that they show the city as being a dump and just the set that it's on, and the way that the shots are zooming in and out of the camera. There's some overhead shots, really nice shots throughout this film, and they do a really good job of just building this world and really sucking us into this world. And one of my favorite songs in this film is Here Come the Jets. I really like the opening with them singing this song and just kind of building their rivalry with the Sharks, and the way that they sing it down the street, and just the choreography that they throw in this, and the dancing in this. They do a really good job of really meshing both of these rivalry street gangs and introducing the audience to these street gangs throughout the film. As far as the singing and the acting goes in this, I feel that everybody does a pretty good job. Ansel Elgort, I will say that some of his songs that he sings, you can definitely tell that he's not the strongest singer. It wasn't necessarily terrible, but there were certain songs that didn't really do anything for his voice, and then there were other songs that did a little bit more for him. Rachel Zegler, when she gets into her notes, and that first song that she has when they first meet up on the staircase in her apartment, she belts out that first note, and I was like, wow, this is a phenomenal singer. She did such a good job throughout this film. She belted out notes. She didn't do it over the top. It was just right. She does a really good job of really putting us into her character and her life, and how the Sharks and how the Jets and how all their lives are kind of choreographed in this film. They do a really good job of really just kind of putting in perspective what life is like right now for these two street gangs. And really throughout the film, they do a really good job of just portraying a story that is interesting, having songs that are not annoying, and having songs that are not over the top. I felt that all the songs were handled very well. There's a few songs that are a little bit weaker than others, but most of the songs I enjoyed in this, and I never felt the runtime of 2.5 hours. It didn't feel like it was just too much music and overbearing for me. I felt that there was just enough music and just enough story. I didn't feel like every single line, we gotta have a song. Sometimes musicals, they'll have that where there'll be a line and then we have to have a song, and they start singing about something like butter or something random. And it's just really interesting how they did this story. I think Steven Spielberg did this story in the interest of gaining new fans and momentum with this musical. And I think he does a really phenomenal job of bringing this story to life and really getting the audience involved and sucking into all these characters and set pieces that he brings to the table with this film. One criticism that I've heard about this movie is kind of the love connection between Tony and Maria. I really think this is more of a love at first sight kind of connection, more than a big loving connection that they develop throughout the musical. But I was okay with that. Actually, one of the songs that was in this, I Feel Pretty, it actually reminded me back to the movie Anger Management. If you remember in that scene, he sings I Feel Pretty on the bridge. Kind of made me chuckle a little bit when she is singing that song. I did feel it was kind of weird when a certain scene happens and then they kind of go to that song where she's in this store and she's singing I Feel Pretty. I thought the placement of that song was kind of weird. I'm not sure if that's in the the regular musical of How It Happens in the 1957 version. I thought that was a little bit weird, the placement of that song after some of the events that unfold. But it was an interesting song and an adaptation that was thrown in there because it was one of the only songs that I recognized in the film because of anger management, of course. But I'm going to give a score of this film a 5 out of 5. I really love this movie. This is a very good film. I really love this whole musical, and I never felt that this was an annoying musical or had any annoying music. I really love this movie a lot, and it's definitely going to be in my top 10. I was very surprised of how well that this movie was crafted. Thank you guys for checking out this review, and I'll see you guys on my next review.